Good morning, everybody on YouTube. Either you had a good sleep or not, doesn't really matter. This is All Platforms Gamer, and this is just going to be a video just to talk about something important. A lot of gamers that gamers should know. I've been noticed that there have been some people on YouTube that have been telling me that there are some games that people don't watch anymore. Well, there's something I would like to tell you that is considered to be the truth. Classic video games may seem like that they are grounded completely for the rest of the gaming generations, but that's not true. I mean, some games going back to 1990, after a long time has gone by, people have been asking for them to come back, even though they became remasters and all that. Like, that's pretty much what I mean. Just because there are games that people don't watch anymore doesn't mean that they won't play them anymore too. I mean, I've been doing playthroughs for classic video games ever since I first started my YouTube channel, but that's because that's all I had anyway. I don't have any of the latest video games that are out, and maybe probably I don't have any popular ones either, but I'm just doing playthroughs with games that I have. And I'm really liking to doing them pretty much on my channel. I just choose to do them on my channel, alright? I mean, even though some people out there will say, like, no one want to watch this videos, you're not getting any views, so stop wasting your time. Well, I would choose to do these playthroughs with these games. It's not considered to count as wasting my time. I have friends out there who still watch my videos, no matter how old those games that were released back then are. And I am pretty much fine with just my friends watching if no strangers want to. So I don't even care what people say about me wasting my time trying to make playthroughs for games like these. But besides, they were popular back in their day anyway, so that's another reason why I do them. So I hope you can understand what I'm talking about here. And I really enjoyed the games too, so I would decide to do a playthrough for them as well that way. Jak and Daxter, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, and even Crash Bandicoot, Sly Cooper, all those kinds of games I really enjoyed back in my day when I never had a YouTube channel, so I decided to do playthroughs for them because they're my favorite games. And I pretty much like a lot of video games. Mostly in the racing genre type, but I also enjoy the adventure and some RPGs as well, like Mass Effect and Fable. I'm mostly doing old games. I know that. The only game pretty much on there that I'm gonna play through for that is not really that old right now is Sly Cooper 4: Thieves in Time. No other game is 2013 or later. So that's pretty much all that I have right now, right there. That is any close to being towards this current year. At some point, I might get a PlayStation 4. The PlayStation 3 is almost going to be completely a thing of the past because the controllers for it were stopped being made, so they're not available out there to buy online or in stores pretty much anymore. So any PlayStation 3 controllers you have with a PlayStation 3 system, take good care of them, because you break them, you'll never be able to play a PlayStation 3 again. I am not kidding. I only have one more controller left that is able to still work enough to be able to be used. A black controller that's wireless. Of course, I also have a green controller here too, but that one just recently broke. The black controller I'm using is the last one that is able to work very well. So, if you understand what I'm talking about, classic games not being overrated and all that, be sure to leave comments below, although you probably won't. But classic video games are enjoyed by a lot of people, especially if it's back when they were younger and they enjoyed it also from that time. I have some games back in the past that I really enjoyed and would like to do playthroughs for. I'm sure that probably someone that has a channel out there that does classic video games would too, like Spyro 15. I know that you're also doing playthroughs for games that go back years before this one. I'm doing the same thing too, so keep it up. And Connor Donahue, I know you haven't commented in a while, but I just want to ask, are you doing okay? Back in New Jersey, you haven't commented in a while, even especially on PlayStation 3 online. So I really wonder how you are doing. So I am going to continue doing playthroughs on classic video games despite even barely getting any views on them, because I want to. Plus, also that eventually they would get a lot of views anyway, because after a few years go by, the views on them will increase. I mean, Crash Bandicoot and Ty the Tasmanian Tiger and Jak and Daxter used to barely have any views, and now look at them. My Jak 2 playthrough has like 500 total views now, and my Crash of the Titans has probably like over 600 views now too, and etc. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger also is starting to rack up some as well, or it did, and it probably may have slowed down. So that's pretty much what I'm trying to talk to all of you about. Classic video games are still enjoyed every now and then by a bunch of gamers out there who used to play them. So anyone who mentions something like, I'm wasting my time doing the playthroughs of this game, I'm barely getting any views, apparently you apparently don't believe in the classic video games. I pretty much don't want it to be like mean saying this or anything, but really, respect the classic video games. They were really good back in their day, and they still are. I mean, why did the Crash Bandicoot the Crash Bandicoot games come back? The three ones for remaster for PS4. It's because people back then enjoyed them, even though that they're made by a different type of graphics, but the same levels and everything. I actually enjoyed playing Crash Insane Trilogy as well. Yes, I have played it. I once went to my sister's apartment and played it. It is pretty good, although the original Crash Bandicoot and Crash Bandicoot 2 were the only ones I was able to play. So, if you happen to but really believe what I'm saying here, I will thank you for it, and you can leave comments below if you want to, although most likely no one will put any comments anyway, because my channel is like almost overrated by classic video games by so many people. I'm still going to continue doing classic video game playthroughs though, but there's more than just playthroughs I do on there. I do time attack videos, I do like the highest score, like Sonic 06 high scores, I do that. And I also do like other miscellaneous videos, like for example right here, just with me right here in the camera as I'm mentioning things, announcements, what's going to happen, and everything. So thank you for watching this video if you ever happen to come across it, and if you understand what I mean by classic video games, leave comments below, or at least give me a thumbs up or like or something. And this is all that I would just want to say in this video. Thank you very much for listening to this. All Platforms Gamer will do another video like this some other time.